Welcome back to Brutal Facts, episode 10. We made it to 10, Ricky.
Absolutely love that. That's pure juice there, people. You know what I mean? Get that down.
Brutal facts.
They are brutal facts, man. That was Mikey B dropping the brutal juice, mate.
You know what? Not to interrupt you, but I just did, so I am. I have a story about this, and it's super relatable, and I want to get it in before we wrap up. So
squeeze it in.
This was.
Have you seen the start of a tree?
Absolutely, it's a seed or
tiny.
Teeny tiny, yeah, right.
And if I said to you, mate, that seed is going to turn into that,
you'd be like, you're an idiot.
No, it didn't. No, that didn't happen.
What's happening here?
Maybe the magic wrapped off in your pocket?
That's impossible.
Okay, let's not panic. You know, I read somewhere that plants have feelings, so come on. Say something nice to it.
Okay. Let me just think for a second. Hi, little plant.
Good, solid seed going into the ground. If you're not planting that in your mind, it's going to be really hard for you to get to these next few tips that we're going to get. What would you say to someone who may be struggling with the idea of planting good seeds in their mind?
Inspiration is the best driver. You've got a lack of inspiration going on in your life if that's the case. And this is the problem for most people. There's a lack of inspiring people around you. And you might be in an environment where just everybody in the house is a bit of a sad, depressed loser. You go to a job where you're surrounded by sad, depressed losers. You come up with an idea and somebody just shuts you down immediately. You've got to understand real quick, you're in the wrong room. Like the 7.5 billion people on the planet. Don't get caught up in the 5 or 10 that are just in your average day today. Just break your cycle for starters, because that's going to, if you're doing a routine that's just not getting you anywhere, first trick is break the cycle. Go find some inspiration from something. If somebody is doing it somewhere in the world, it's possible.
Showtime! Woo! 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 Woo!
The people buy into authentic people,
That's right.
And it's authenticity which is the key. And authenticity is whatever the fuck you want. It's whatever you are. It's whatever the hell you've got going on. And you've got to stand your ground on your own choices and your own decisions, your real choices, not somebody else's, your own choices. You've got to stand your ground on those choices, and you mess it up, right? For then you
Absolutely.
to go, maybe I got it wrong. If you look at people that you inspire to in the world, right? It's not the money that you're inspiring to. I promise you this now. Go and have a look at people that do well, or somebody that's doing something you do. Even with myself, I know I have a gravitational pull when I speak to people, because I don't give a shit. Yeah, no offense on what anybody thinks about what I'm doing. I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm doing good things. I'm enjoying my life. I'm grateful for it. That is not a bad habit to have. That's a quality habit to have. You want to own those habits.
Yippee! Hooray! Yahoo!
What else we got for him, Ricky, before we bounce out of here today?
Here's something to leave on. Is just somebody's got to do it, right? What I mean by that is if you're thinking about something that you're trying to achieve, and you're not doing anything about it, and the people around you are not doing anything about it, just remember somebody's got to do it. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to carve the way. And if you don't do it, guess what? Some other person will pop up and they'll do it.
I'm the fastest gun north, south, east, and west of the Pecos.
It's like the story of the first time the 4-minute mile was ever broken, right? For a long time, they said a human will never run faster than 4 minutes in a mile.
Never.
Ever.
Yes.
Right? And then some guy comes along, I can't remember his name or the situation exactly. I just remember the first time I heard the story, I was like, wow. And he basically was determined that he's going to break the 4-minute mile. And once he did it, everybody started doing it because he had. had the belief in the process in which he was putting together that he was going to break that 4-minute mile. Once it was broken, then the floodgates opened, and multiple people have done it.
Like, look at.
I really like what Ricky said about that. I'm going to try it this way. Oh, that didn't work for me, but this version of that does work for me. So I'm gonna get in this mode and kind of move forward. Does that make sense?
Mate, dude, you just said something absolutely golden there, and I'm glad that you just did that. So yeah, pointing out the fact that, well, it's easy for Ricky to sit there and say that he knows that strategy is going to get him into blockchain. Firstly, and just chucking on what you've just adding to what you said there, is if you're trying to do something, achieve something, or get somewhere, right? All you've got to do is find one person that's done it already, right?
That's great. Hey, remember the very first episode when you said hopefully more to come?
The big goal for me this year is 100 grand in a month.
Wasn't it last year you were doing 0?
It was.
Guy actually said no. Those trees constantly search for water, and he said they will travel up to miles underground to find water. These trees had a root system that not only crossed underneath the road, but went about 75 yards to find my pipes and my drains to get water from, so that they could continue to grow. If we believe we can just keep looking, and we can keep looking and keep looking, and we're willing to go the distance to find it, we will.
Is that what it is? About 18 quid an hour?
Correct.
Fucking hell, dude. Fuck it, and you only got one back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, do any of you actually want a job, or are you just like pretending like you're searching?
Yeah, you've had an insight into recruitment there of how much of a joke it is. You can't just post an advert and find someone.
100%.
Yeah.